All right, so we are done with the website. Everything is looking good. So now we need to shut it down and send it up to FreeHostia. So that's what we're going to do next. I'm going to go ahead and close. First, I'll do File and Save All. And I'll go ahead and close the files. Make sure everything is shut down. I can leave Sublime Text open, but I can't. I should close down all of these. You want to make sure it's fully saved. And by saving it and then closing it, it's guaranteed to be saved. All right, next thing I need to do is log into FreeHostia. Okay, so here is FreeHostia. You can see I have my domain name down here. And what I need to do is create a new subdomain. So there's no subdomains. Whoops, I have this index file here, but all right, let's see, where am I? Okay, I need to go into my domains, hosted domains. Okay, that was the file manager. And what I need to do is, you can see there's 0 here. And I want to click on host domain. Then I'll go ahead and add it, Easter, and then add that host, invalid domain. Okay, that's because I made it before. And I had to delete it because the video would not render. So I'm going to call this, what to call it? Easter TTC. Okay, you would call it Easter. I have to call it Easter TTC because what I did is I created a subdomain called Easter, and then I had to delete everything, and that's why it's not valid. So it still has a hook in there somewhere. So I'm going to call mine Easter TTC. You should just call yours Easter. I'll add the. Now it doesn't like that either. What is going on? Oh, wait a minute. I know. Okay. It's not host domain. It is create subdomain. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. And now I put Easter. There we go. Add host. It's happy with that. If we go down, it's kind of hard to get everything to fit here. If I go down to here and I click on that, I can see my subdomain down on the bottom. And now what I need to do is I need to add files to that subdomain. So I'm going to go back up to the top, click on Files, and then File Manager. Okay, and in here, we will see this tombrady.buzz, that's my root domain. This Easter tombrady.buzz is my subdomain. What I need to do is go into my subdomain folder, because you see there's a folder there. Now I'm in there and you can see the word empty folder. It's important that you see that. Now I'm going to open up Windows Explorer. Here's all my videos. And then here is our Easter Spring 2020 project folder that we had. If I go in there, there are all my files. I need to get this folder and these two files into my empty folder here. And I simply do that. I'm going to click once on styles.css. I'm going to hold down my control key, or if you're in Mac, it's a command key. So control key, and then click on index. So those two are selected, and then the images folder is selected. I don't need to upload the content, or particularly this finished one. Sometimes this finished PNG is over 500 KB, which means it swamps the size limitation. So I'm just going to pick these three. That's all I need. Then I'm going to mouse over index. It doesn't make a difference which one of these blues. Hold down my left mouse button and drag them to that empty folder. And when it turns peach, that means it's peachy and it's ready to go. I'll go ahead and let go of my left mouse button, and you can see it now transferred all those files up. And now I have these 3 files that I selected inside that. Remember, it has to be inside the folder or it won't work. So there is my Easter.tombrady.buzz, and I double click on it, or I click on this plus, and I can see that those files are inside that folder. Now that means it's going to work. So let's go ahead and see. If I go back to my hosted domains, I can scroll down to my Easter.tombrady.buzz, and you see this little icon? That's the copy icon. If I copy it, now I can go ahead and go back to my celebrating Easter, paste it in, and tell it to go to Easter.tombrady.buzz. And there it is. Say totally responsive, just like we saw in there. You can see it's not collapsing. In order to collapse it down to 350 pixels, I have to view the page source. No, I don't have to do that. What am I doing? I have to inspect. And that's going to put up that inspection bar on the right-hand side. If your inspection bar is on the bottom by mistake, all you have to do is click these 3 buttons and tell it that I want it to be on the right side. So sometimes that's the default, but it's better to be on the right-hand side. And now I can go ahead and squeeze this in. And when it gets down to 350, whoops, I don't know why it's disappearing. That is so irritating to me. All right, 350. Okay, so this is the minimum amount, and we can see that everything looks perfect, and that's actually on the website. There's another place you can go, though, to check out. And if you just, I don't know, to find it, I always just go ahead to Google and type "Am I responsive?" The first one that comes up is this ami.responsivedesign.is, because I can never remember what that URL is. But so I always Google it, and then I click on it. And when I click on it, it comes up like this. And what I need to do is, actually, I still have my subdomain address in Clipboard. So all I need to do is come down here, click inside this box, right mouse click and paste, and then go. No! Okay. Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to go ahead and copy this. And go to my am responsive. What's going on? Oh, HTTP is missing. There it is. So the HTTP needs to be on there. And now it'll find it. And now you can see, you can even play around with this by using the scroll bars to see how everything renders on the page. When I grade your final project, I'm going to be using I am responsive. I'm going to copy your address into here so I can see what it looks like on all the standard devices. I'm not going to sit there and drag things in and out to find out, but if I put it on here and it doesn't look right, well, then I'm going to have to go and find out why yours is not as responsive. So you can see all these links work also. So if I click on this, let's see what happens. Oh, there it is. It opened up in a new tab that link. How about that? It worked exactly as we expected. Great. All right, so that's it for this. And we are done. But we're not done actually with this Easter site. The next group of videos, I'm going to show you another technology, and we're going to rebuild this using that technology called Flexbox.